Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to Raising Angels Fates Legends. Natalie, we shall continue the story with her. So yeah, my muscles, no, my bare bones hurt with every step forward I take. My legs burn with the fury of 1,000 suns. I can imagine how Faye and Arya are keeping up. Probably the same way I am. Knowledge the Commandant Sergeant Griffin gave her life to buy us time to flee. Well, you don't know about that. I'm pretty sure she will survive. Somehow. But I can't flee much further. This might be the end of the road for me. Time to draw my gun and go down like an action hero. I hear crashing through the underbrush behind us. Well, she has a lot more girth than I do. Sergeant Griffin is definitely too small to be making those sort of noises. Too big to be the cats as well. Have at you, you foul beast! That sounds sufficiently harrowing enough to be my final words, right? I remember reading them in a book, so they have to be awesome. Right, totally. Dirt and leaves are flung into the air as it barrels towards me with single-minded determination. Could it sense the touch of the other crystal on me? It's starting to being a theory, and I don't like that. Not that it matters for much longer. One shoot, one kill. I just need to find the glowing weak point and hit it. The beast stops as the laser shot plunks off of its feathered wings. It gazes up, the sunlight beaming down on it and then back to me. With a flurry of shimmering wings, it fades in the darkness of the heavy jungle as fast as it arrived. You did it! You really are the heroine of the Nimross! That's bullshit, it's probably afraid of the sun and nothing else. I can't take all the credit. It seems our nighttime friend doesn't want anything to do with the sun's harmful UV radiation. He's very pale. Some sunlight would be good for the two of you. What? Not the dress in front of your skin. It's very beautiful. Oh. Thank you. I guess. Thanks, sorry, but I could certainly use a little less spaceship time in the future. I don't want to leave the safety of my ship for a long time after we get back. That's one way to look at our situation. This gap in the trees seems unnatural for wooden splinters and shattered trunks of ancient trees lie scattered all around us. The damage doesn't look fresh, like our burning shuttle came slamming down through it. None of the wood shows any sign of charring, just like a massive flying block of metal came crashing through. Arya, your shuttle is nearby. It is? I follow the scarring of trees up one direction and then the opposite when I don't find a glinting of our metal objective. Off in the distance, shining like a star itself, is the reflection of a certainly not native starship. There! We found it! Looks intact as well. Maybe it survived. Having all of this crystals shot? I doubt it, but at the very least it means there's a good chance that Ulrich survived. Dad! Wait, we don't know if it's safe, Faye! I'm coming! She is stumbling over nothing as she almost drunkenly runs towards the crush side. With the shape she's in, she's going to get herself killed. Well, maybe not that far, but... Dad! As we approach the crush site, I can't help but be impressed at how intact this shuttle is. I should put in a letter to whatever company makes those to see if they make the data pads for Saito with terrible fortune. Silence hangs over the jungle scarred like a tomb. No birds, no animals, and certainly no shuttle crash survivors. All I can hear is Faye's anguished cries and panting as she wiggles herself into a gap in the hull. Please. He's not in there. Nobody is. Faye's ears drop and her fluffy tail hangs limp as she pulls herself out of the wreckage. She stumbles back and forth, but once she's clear of the gap and what little strength carrying her on fades away. How about you... Well, in the meantime, look for a medipack over there. Maybe, you know... They have something helpful for you, and they forgot, like you did about yours a lot of times. Yeah, I need a rest. You look like you could use it. Take a few minutes and get off your feet. I'm gonna curl up in a ball and pass out by that tree. Whoa, wait a minute. Resting is one thing, taking nap is a completely different situation. I know how hard Faye crushes when she decides that she needs to sleep, and if she flops now, I'm never going to be able to wake her if that four-legged crystal monster or the cats decide to come back. How much further can I push Faye to save her without killing her? I don't think it is going to kill her, but... Faye, there are so many dangers that are lurking out there. If you drop out guard now, we might not make it home. I need to promise me that if something bad happens, you won't sleep through it. If I yell, you need to be up at them. I know it's hard to carry on, but you have to pull through. You have to keep giving it your all. Not I need a direct answer. Yes, Captain. I mean, I need a direct yes answer, Captain. Night. Hey! Okay, I was trying not to sleep too hard. Good. Yeah, if something awakens you. Faye drifts over towards the tree, stumbles, nearly collapsing. The young Lupit is strong, but even I'm having a hard time moving forward. It's not like we have much choice if we ever want to make it back to the soft beds, our families, and freedom. I really hope this was the smart decision. I don't want to have tried to save Faye by killing her instead. Very self-defeating. Well, the shuttle seems to not be really that much of a danger already, and basically a good protection, so maybe she could go sleep there. Just a suggestion. Back to the mission at hand. We need to find clues as to what happened to Ulrich Moonfollow. The ship looks intact enough that it would be reasonable to assume that his corpse would have been left in the body of the ship. But if they couldn't find the body inside the ship, then it would be logical to assume that either he left under his own power, or something pulled him out of it. Could the monstrous griffin or one cat managed to get through the cracks in the ship to get to Ulrich? Which means there should be some sort of evidence around the ship that would indicate what sort of state he's in. The dirt around here is disturbed from a crash, so I should be able to find footprints. Maybe. I wouldn't be so sure. I mean, it's been a while. I pace around the ship, trying to remember where entrances to these sorts of shuttles lie. There's a side door that allows for getting the shuttle via unlocks or when the power for the raft ramp isn't applied. Nothing around the door, nothing around the ramp. Neither of these were used after the shuttle was forced down. That looked more bleak than I was hoping for on my initial assessment, but there are enough breaks in the hull to permit alternate exits. Another walk around. Nothing. Note that the hull gaps are large enough that a male Lupit would have been able to fit through them. This is seriously one amazing shuttle company. Maybe we would have been safer not bailing out of the shuttle. I return back to Faye's entrance. Hopefully she didn't disturb any clues in her haste. There needs to be something here. Mr. Dirt. Faye's tail being dragged through all my clues as she went in. Footprints. I found footprints! Start as I am this to start the ACT's hold. I did it. I found the clue. Right. A bunch of them. Whoa, wait a minute. There should have been one set of footprints leading from a crash made by a tankard researcher. There is 1, 2, 3, 10? 10 different sets, and not a single one of them was wearing shoes. Are cats wearing fake human footprint, making boots, puss in boots? Puss in boots. Look, some sort of nothing trap perhaps? There are a few feathers dotting the path of footprints in the wilderness, wild animals or indicative of a civilization, making do with what they can gather in the wilds? I can only hope that they didn't see Ulrich and decide to take him back to make a Lupit stew. Hehe! Oh, Natalie, didn't see you there? I was just gathering clues as the boss fell to Mr. Moonfollow. What were you doing in here? I was just retrieving something from my shuttle. Something very important and precious to me. In her hands is a delicately carved box of red wood. On the top of it is a carved Leon B drawer. Very enigmatic and a tiny bit familiar. I know I've never seen this box before, but that symbol, where was it? Where was it? Where? Think, Natalie, think! What is it? My box? It's a family heirloom. I must protect it with every fiber of my body. Because it is previous family heirloom, or because it is property of the Labyrinth cartel. Sergeant Griffin, you're alive! I told you that I have tangled with worse creatures than that one, and I doubt it will try calling me the next day as well. But the creatures that are far more dreadful are the ones who wear the skin of an ally. Lieutenant Suri came to me multiple times with a warning of a threat from inside. Young lady, I ask again, what is the box you hold in your hands? Arya is trembling in fear, and the gruff woman informed her, but there is nowhere for her to run away. With a shot behind her and Griffin informed her, Arya is trapped in a bad situation with only myself at her side. Though it pains me to harbor distrust against her, there are enough odd variables in this equation to not dismiss Turin any further. But threatening to tear Arya in half is threat is I somehow see Sergeant Griffin giving, and that's not one that will get us anything from the time with Arya. I need to take control of this. No, you don't. Such is family heirloom, correct? Well, you see the music box on the just an ordinary music box, but it doesn't play anymore, so we don't need to open it. Well, she's such a terrible liar. From the angry glow on Griffin's form face, she buys the music box story as well as I do. We aren't wiped out, but we are still a veteran moral sergeant and an investigator. I mean, being such a terrible liar adds to her charm, but... No, it does not! I've got a bad feeling that I don't want to know the truth. Yes, I want to know the truth. The Labyrinth Cartel sounds familiar. They are one of the largest drug cartels on the southern border with their routing empire. Illicit drugs, prostitution, slavery, you name it, they have their hands in it. Opportunists, the whole bunch. More than once I've had to have a troop arrested because they would succumb to the temptations that those dogs would offer. They once kidnapped one of my explosive engineers for 2 months. Half-elf, good kid for the most part. He was locked up in the basement developing bombs that they were selling to pirate fighters. If we hadn't found a scribbled note delivered by a rat, he had been training. Holy crap. I doubt we ever would have seen him again, until they returned bits of the body. But they love to show strength against us. Okay, we are going. We are going after them. I want to go out then after them. Seriously, let's take revenge. That's the type of organization you are dealing with when you face the Labyrinth Cartel. And she's bearing a very string box bearing their insignia. That looks really bad. I don't know the truth. Yes, I want to know the truth. My relationship with sweet shy girl, no, has been the only boom I've had lately. Do I want to give it up and discover the truth? Yes, you do! Arya, I need you to surrender the box for an inspection. Oh, just a music box! Then there's no harm in allowing me to at least check out the interior. If it's truly just an old broken music box, this will only take a second. No, please no! Arya clutches the wooden box, closes her chest with one hand and violently scratches the back of her neck with the other. She's a drug addict, isn't she? Scars along where her fingers dig into her tan flesh, dull nails stare at her exposed nape and I can see the glint of blood drip down her back. What the hell is wrong with her? She's done this before, but never like it. You understand? I have to do this, I have to do it! Arya, I need to understand what's going on. We're all tired, we're all hungry, we just want to see the inside the box to ensure that we aren't remembering the sigil. Natalie, you're going to be heroin, right? You told me you were the heroine of the Nimross. Heroine? Please, don't take this box from me! What's with all the yelling? Whoa, she did wake up. Awesome job, Faye. I will be taking that from you. Arya tries to keep her grip on the box, but nothing can stop a rampaging Griffin when it is determined. The speed she plucks it out of Arya's grasp truly gives up to her name's heritage. Oh hey, that's that medicine box! It's certainly singing and under tune. Is your father's Faye? You're positive on that? Faye gives me a happy little nod. The dent in the bottom right corner is from when I dropped it down the flight of stairs as a pup. It's super sturdy, so I'm not surprised it survived. Please don't say more! Eh? The wood's have a good quality, but the reason it is sturdy is the metal lining. Can you tell what kind? No, but I would hazard a guess that this is the kind that would block out sensors that are run over it. My father has always been a collector of weird objects, so having a box that could do that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise you that your father has a decorative box for smuggling? Smuggling? Sergeant Griffin quickly unlatches the lid of the box. What awaits inside could easily be the inside of a medicine box. In fact, if I hadn't had training to specify spot this sort of thing, I might have just agreed with Faye. Pills in cheap bottles with handwritten labels mingle with numerous stoppered vials of liquids with scientific names. Nothing as simple as being labeled highly illegal drug, but I recognize a few. Paper somniferum is the scientific name for an opium poppy. Call me a little misjustice, but I don't think standard medicine boxes have handmade vials of opium. This is Mako. It's a highly addictive drug that is supposed to give the user an intense euphoric rush with no long-term side effects. But there. Of course, you're supposed to be able to tell the strength of the dosage by how pure the amber liquid is, but this stuff has none of the telltale golden specks of contaminates. Pure Mako in that amount with that purity, the street value of that is what? 5,000 a dosage? And there's at least 20 dosages here. I doubt this for personal usage. A Padviana with a simmering green glow catches my eye and a tremor runs through me. That's mind wipe. It's an interrogation drug that just recently was discovered in drafty possession. Memory loss of both short and long term with comas and death being incredibly common side effects. And it is pure as well. I don't want to imagine what this would do to someone. Yeah, why do you have faced further medicinal box and why is possession of said box likely to lead up to a minimum of 20-year prison sentence? Because of harsh and sometimes barbaric sentencing laws on lesser drugs? Now I know that. I mean, why does the box have said contents giving it? Why do you have a box of highly legal drugs, Arya? I know it had the inside of it. Yeah, you did. Arya, it is way too late to make that claim. Please just be honest with us. I'm sorry, Natalie. I'm so sorry. Please get back to me. I need back and ask them what they do to me. If I don't get it to Dr. Morpho, back to them. What did you do to my father? He's the only one who makes dough. I'm just a caretaker, his pilot, and aide. My father would never do something like this. He's a dedicated professional who would never ever even dream of making something that could harm another living creature. He's the one who made them, I swear it! Liar! It's entirely possible he did. Don't believe her! Just like my young trooper, your father might not have had the choice. A weapon to someone's head or a life in a cage would motivate even the most benevolent man to commit fool acts. Like a slave? Are you saying she enslaved my father? Then, bitch! Okay, I need to step in before Faye breaks down to complete his tricks. Faye, darling, you're not thinking clearly. Well, actually, yes, she does think clearly. You are the one that is not thinking clearly, damn it. She enslaved my father and forced him to make terrible ways to harm people. She probably kept him locked up in the cargo bay while he worked and then into a little crate covered in his filth when he wasn't. Has he been showing you weird movies again? No. It's what the trouble woman is doing to my dad. I have to believe he has a move, though I have never heard from her on his... Stop it! He won't reason with her. There's not more important to LP than her family. You will pay for every hair on his tail you've ever harmed. Faye, you need to calm down. We're going to get to the bottom of this. No one asked you to. So you are saying that Ulrich Mufel was not held a slave, but he is the creator of the using his scientific proofs. He's not. And that your role in this is just to traffic him around to gather up whatever he needs to deliver it. Yeah. Yeah, right. Nature, that's a condition to a trafficking with intent to sell. I know, Sergeant, I know. Why is everyone batting in? I might be a little irritable from running all night, but nobody's helping my situation. Because you are annoying, Natalie. Arya's hand pulls away from her neck for a moment, but a painful cough from Faye makes her jump and it instantly returns. She's definitely a drug addict. I have a feeling like this. I mean, if she's scratching to the blood. Yeah. I want to see if I understand this. You sent him down in the shuttle to gather sources. The shuttle hit the crystal's range and it crashed. Okay, makes sense. Why did you come to me instead of going to the cartel? You had to have known there was serious risk of me discovering your operation. Because they'll kill me if I find out. You know what they do to a caretaker if something should happen to the charge? One time when I sliced a shipment box in my hold, they injected me with Selkar to heighten my senses and then spent 4 hours beating me with a pipe. They kept it until I passed out from the pain and then starved me for a week. Are you serious? The previous caretaker stepped on Dr. Morpho's tail in front of the sector chief, so he had him fed a pack of starved dogs. Well, do you have an idea? What they do to me if they find out I lost the shuttle in the box? I'm dead, nothing. I'll never see the stars again. I'll never see a life where I could be happy. Right. But if you just give me the box and we get McMorpho, maybe you will be land on me and set me for just taking hand. I can still fly with only one hand. Arya, can you listen to yourself? Run away from this. Are you stupid? Well, with that I have to agree. There's no escape, there's no life if I don't do this. You'll be safe in prison, rest assured. Well, I wouldn't say that's true. There's no safe place. I have people everywhere. Prison just means that I'll get to live an extra week before their people on the inside get to me. Please just give me the box and forget about this. Good one. We can't. Your father. When I find him, I'll get the truth. If he's just as guilty as you say he is, then he'll take his punishment as well. Life is made of choices. Choices have consequences. Exactly. You had a choice to go on the run and make a new life, but you never did. I did once. They caught me and brought me back to Sector Chief Bozak. You told me I had a choice just like you. I could be shot in the stomach as a traitor and bleed out there, or I could just inject myself with an experimental new drug they had developed to prove my loyalty. The pain! The pain! Her skin started clawing back at her neck, but I'm ready for it in this time and grab them before she can harm herself any further. We jolts her, restoring the small bit of her sanity. They injected it in your leg, didn't they? They said I went mad as it burned away my flesh. I just kept trying to stop it. Every night it comes back in my nightmares. Not that if you care about me in the slightest, give me the box. No. You know, I can do that. If it gets back in their hands, I'm condemning countless others to their fates as well. I can't turn a blind eye to this. Thank you. Daria, we have to do the right thing. No more debt. Could I ask one more favor to you? Of you? Daria, don't you dare ask me. Please. I want you to kill me! No, I'm not going to kill you, sorry. You've already killed me. I only asked that you prevent me from suffering if that roid's leg back there. You're not handing over to them. You'll be saving the prison system. There's no such thing as safety anymore. They hold enough sway to get me sent to one of their controlled prisons, and every day will be mind-breaking torture until they finally tire of their games and kill me. Impossible. I wouldn't be the first. Captain Follow, you believe in justice, right? You want to make me pay for all the evils I've been forced to commit. Please just make it clean. I won't kill someone because of that, even if they harm one of my own. Natalie, please do it! You promised to be my hero and just give me a clean death! No. Aria, a woman who has peddled highly legal drugs for years. A beautiful girl. Lies. Who dreams of wandering to the stars and has borne such a pain but still carried on. She deserves to meet her fate in the justice system for the lives her trafficking has probably ruined. She deserves no more pain and no more pain and fear. I don't know what to do. There's always the third option. The option is basically making an enemy out of an incredibly powerful criminal mammoth, but it is also the only one that would let Arya have a chance of finally living without fear. Like Story always says, a warrior needs to protect the innocent no matter how dangerous it might be. I'm not going to kill you. There's no way I could ever bring myself to harm that person, other person. You're going to send me to prison and let them do it for you? I just said I couldn't bring myself to harm you. Maybe some Saito might consider that to be an alternative method to resolving the problem, but I find it to just be a scummy, escapist tactic. Okay, you've done a lot of things that require atonement. I don't want to do them, but that you face death, you will define them, but you committed them nevertheless. Then what are you going to do to me? I'll not sit idly by if you are considering torturing the poor girl yourself. I can what? What part of I can bring myself to harm is her is a wrong misunderstanding. Not all Saito restitution methods involve torture and death, just most of them. First thing we are going to do is take the box into my control. I can't allow that sort of danger to escape my sight. What do you intend to do with it? Sell it, obviously. No. Destroy it somehow. Determine its creation, location, and methodology. If we find out where it is being made, we can put an end to it. Then we will be able to prove that my father is innocent? Exactly. The second thing we need to ensure is that Arya is both safe and works towards solving for her crimes. She's a drug dealer and slaver. You can't think of just letting her go free. I have no intent on just releasing her. What I'm going to do is personally maintain her in protective custody while we further investigate what the elaborate cartel is doing. I need someone who understands the inner workings of the cartel if I'm going to stand any sort of any chance putting an end to this. Her. I was trained in military tactics, not infiltration and drug busting ones. It's not like it is going to exactly be the safest job in the world, and there's a ton of chances that we'd end up in just as bad of a situation as I'm trying to avoid putting Arya in now. but it's the best plan I can think of what would allow her to pay back the debt to society if she is injured and still be to protect her from an unjust death. An interesting idea, to say the least. If you are both committed to this, I'm able to get the top level support you need for it. I don't like it, but I don't put her blood on my hands today. Maybe tomorrow. What to say, Sarah? I give my word that I'll do everything in my power for you if you want to help us. You mean that you will protect me? You have my word. After all I've done, after all I've suffered. I want you to see the stars, Arya. Not that you haven't seen them. Not that you can't see them during nights on this planet. I want you to be able to live your dreams without fear of punishment. Kind of. I told you that night I was going to be your heroine, didn't I? Maybe. It's my sworn duty as special investigation and tactics to root out the truth, no matter how dangerous it may be. Even if most forget about it, protecting those who can't protect themselves is the heart of what it means to be a Saito. You're a truly special woman, Arya. Let's not go that far. I want you to be able to see that as well. It's going to be full of hazard and danger, but it will be worth it to finally be able to see you smile without a hint of fear. You're my heroine, Natalie! I can't help but be swayed by a beautiful girl who needs me. Okay. Can you stop? I love you. I love you so much. Okay, it's been 2 days like you know each other. It's not love. It's not love. Sorry. Maybe. Well, maybe it is. But come on. It's been only 2 days, damn it. So, yeah, I kind of don't believe that it might be possible. I don't know, maybe it is a weird thing to think, but whatever. Yeah, and I think Faye kind of agrees with me on this one. She also doesn't think it's love at all. Just like the real tells me, everyone needs to stand up and fight just for what is right. Of course. But she won't understand this decision either. So much for being an unbiased investigator. I should have known. Kylie? Say what? When did she get there? The sun is warm, the humidity has died down a bit, and the breeze brings with it so many interesting and sweet smells. This is the greatest hike ever. Wait, don't tell me hike is on freaking drug dealing. Every morning back home I would go for a walk to start my day. It kept me healthy and introduced me to so many fun places and restaurants. But this is the greatest walk ever. I wonder if I'll get to do more of these when we continue to our next stop. Maybe. Ren and his friends are leading the way towards what I hope is the others. Lieutenant Stark had the brilliant idea that if we gave them something to smell, they would be able to track our missing friends down. The lieutenant was as bright as the sun overhead. I'm so happy that I got lucky with my mentor. I wish you noticed how hard I'm trying as well. Off in the distance, I see a piece of wood stuffed in the broken dirt, with a brown, damaged plate with a handful of red berries sitting next to it. It's pretty weird how those berries managed to land so close together. It's obvious that someone put them there. I bet you that sign has a note scrawled only from Natalie saying which way they went, and they left their food for us to survive. That's something they would do. I would hazard a guess that Natalie's trying to get back to the crash site. Which means they can't be far. You've almost impressed me, football. And also walk and a snack. Can this morning get any more awesome? Football. There's even plenty of berries to share. Major Puccile is so thoughtful. That no. Kika, can you read it? I reached down to grab my sweet thread. I wonder what kind of plant these berries came from. Of course I can. It's just like for... This is a trap! It's what? What for? For what? Don't touch the plate! I dropped the plate out of my hands immediately. No poison berries for me today. The trouble was that the berries were poisoned, right? That's why they put a warning sign. Wah! Brandy! Help me! Don't worry, I'm going to save you! I struggled against the ropes, yanking me to the air, but it won't budge. My legs got up in the ropes and the vines they are made out of are pinching my delicate tail. Kika, they are coming, you need to run now! What are you talking about? You need to get her down now! There is no time. Whoever said this trap is going quickly, I'll take care of Officer Brian, you need to escape. Where? Maybe 200 feet from us, I can see a lot of movement and flashes of metal gleams coming from the jungle. I know how many, but certainly enough to do with an injured pilot, a captured co-pilot, and an unarmed navigator. If they are friendly, I will sign off for you. If not, you need to get back to Captain Woodfall, do you not? I'm not leaving you all behind, you're my friends! I know you'll save me to that. Run! Lieutenant Stern springs off in the opposite direction of their shining lanes. I hope she gets to Captain Woodfall in time. Happy sacked. I knew this place felt bad. Major, are those freakons? Their wings look different. You might say they are. We are in grave danger, flight officer. I'm not in grave, I'm in tree, sir. Forgive the phrase. What have we here? Dr. Ulrich Moonfellow, I presume. My name is... One of the freakons wearing an ivory-mouthed sexual orb with an ancient wooden spear and slams the decorated car base into the Major's guts. Silence, wretch! How rude! I have the brazen to speak to His Holiness the Wolf God! One more word and I'll spill blood here now! Can I sit down, Phil? A spear comes flying over my dangly feet, slides in the rope, holding me up. I'm okay, when I was smoking, I think. A banished sir, sect, returning after 1,000 years and accompanied by their Roman king, so the prophecy was true. Sinkat brings out some cheer in her smooth complexion. Emil tells how pure and untouched her features are. And the prophecy? That's so cool! It was foretold that the great Wolf God would descend from the start with all the corrupt and defiled. The Wolf God would forever change our land and lead the chosen to glory among the stars. That sounds so cool! Blasphemy. Silence! I'll not tolerate your disrespecting the spirits in the presence of a god. But he's not a wolf god, he's a Lupit scientist or something like that, isn't it right, Mr. Moonfall? The Defiled one, you do not know the truth for what you speak. My lord, do not waste your breath on those heathens. I fell from the stars but a fortnight ago in the divine capsule crafted of the finest armor of the gods. It was there that I woke and found my people who recognized me for who I truly am. Does that mean you don't recall anything that happened before we arrived here? Such knowledge and might is too much for any mortal body to handle. When this form is ready, I shall awaken to my true capabilities. Yes, now you haven't, Dr. Muflo. You're a doctor who has involved in the sun crash and this place has crowned with your memories. Who told you that you were a god? The heavens. The heavens. Ah, that's going to be hard to argue against. Who found you when you woke up? That would be me, devil! We found him and brought him into the fold before you corrupted towns to got him with him. We, the pure, will not let the devils and IDHAS steal our chance at ascension. Oh, you want ascend? We'll get our shot working and could fly you up into space if you like. The ascension will soon come. I want them brought before Syria to be judged at the ritual. Syria. The renegade still lives. Judged? Ritual? Am I being put under trial for crashing the ship into the land? The weird freakon tried to approach him at range, stands his guard in front of me. The first freakon tries to get close, but is rewarded with a lightning fastball. See, the devil has only been here for a short time and already she has turned our guardians against us. You've done that on your own. If you're in that amble, then you leave me no choice. The Wolf God will forgive the sin against the spirits. You can't possibly think about attacking the spirit. Run! Ren! Protect my lieutenant! He gives the spears a right against me a look, then gives me a little nod before they spring to the woods. I hope they get away from the disgraced lunatics. Defiler! I cannot believe you are judged and sacrificed to a peace, Syria! Lieutenant, please save me! Please, Lieutenant! Well, we'll see how this goes in the next episode. The worst words when something happens, right? Anyway, hope you enjoyed it and see you tomorrow. Bye bye!